Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and we're going to talk about the back nine opening round for pro. So number one, I appreciate your patience. I just had to get some sleep. I slept in today till like 9 o'clock. Of course, I was up yesterday around 4:30 working on Golf Clash content, and for me, tournament weeks are extremely exhausting because I have my regular job that I have to do too, which is about 45 to 50 hours a week. So I was just very tired and needed to sleep in. So I appreciate everybody's patience. All right, I'm going to show you the back nine. I'm going to show you all the wind angles. Have some good shots, have some really, really bad shots, some things for everybody to be careful and avoid. So let's just hop right into it, okay? Let's go fast and let's just show you these winds. I thought about here going with our power slice shot, but, I just did not like the headwind mixed with the crosswind. If I was getting at least straight headwind, okay, I might have played that, but I decided to just go safe here. And I didn't have a lot of time to put the graphics up, so I'll tell you all the elevations, but really not a whole lot has changed. This shot is played at 10% elevation. So you see here, I pulled this about 2.8, 2.9 rings. A little bit of curl. See the curl there? Just a little bit of right curl, and we're stopping right there in front of these bushes. That's going to leave us for shot number two. Now, I did put the graphic there to remind myself we need to play this shot at 5%. And I get some good questions that I'm going to answer right now. Like, how do I determine, the advice to give you all, okay? So let's take a look at this. The shot you're going to see me play is played at 10%. I'm going to play it at max distance of my thorn, 3.5 rings. So I got two backspin, ball guideline going through the pin. Remember, with your thorn, it's always important to have the ball guideline through the pin because you can get tricked on the backspin with this club and stop short of the hole. So right here you're going to see 3.5 rings, right in the middle there of that transparent ring. Perfect ball, and let's see what happens. I missed this right here. So burn the left edge of the cup, close to it, which means I pulled too far to the left. Now look, if I played this one at 5% elevation, I pulled this 3.3 rings instead of 3.5, and that's the difference between me getting a birdie and you getting an eagle. Now that doesn't mean all 500 or 1,000 people how many people watch this? I know it's posted late, so not a lot. That doesn't mean that every single person's going to drop it, right? You might have higher wind, you might have lower wind, but for me, with this wind, with that drive, 5% elevation should be a good number with this type of wind angle. That's how I come up with the advice, and that's what we do. All right, shot number two here is I played 30% elevation at max. Now you're going to see me line up over here on the left-hand side of this rough and sand line with my blue ring a little bit inside the fringe. 30% pull. Perfect ball. You'll see we miss one green square to the right-hand side. So you need to add some right spin to this shot to try to make this shot a little bit better. I will tell you, this was my first attempt at this hole, okay? And I tried to play from back here. I really thought playing back here would be a better shot to pin. Now I want you to notice where I'm lining up at. I have my orange ring on the rough. I have two full rings away from the rough. Same pull, 30%. Perfect ball. I mean, directly into the rough and the sand. So be careful from playing from there. I just wanted to show that to some people because that's a little bit risky. Now, I got lucky I made that shot. For some reason lately, I've been on fire hitting balls into the hole out of the sand and into the rough. So I did save that hole, but be very careful of that. Hole number three, not a whole lot to show here besides you're going to get direct headwind, which means we're going to play this shot over the sand. We're going to keep it very easy, max topspin 1 bar side spin to the right, 10% pull. So for me, that was about 2.5 rings. Fast forward here, we're on the fairway, no harm, no foul with the great left. Brings us on the shot. Oh, I guess I showed both drives. 2 drives here? Probably a perfect ball on this one. Yep, perfect ball. Same thing. Just go down the fairway. Leads us here for shot number 2. Shot number 2, I hit both shots great, so you're not going to have a lot to learn from that. But I just wanted you to see that on this hole, you're going to get back-to-back headwind, okay? I was trying to play this shot 1 for 1, meaning 6 mile per hour wind, 6 rings. Great ball to the right means I missed to the right. All right, nothing to show there, so we hop in the hole number 4. Hole number 4, I do pick up a hole-in-one. I'm going to show you the shots, both shots. Full backspin. Now this is with the Kingmaker. Notice here that I'm lining up. I'm favoring the right-hand side of the pin. Now, the only reason I'm doing this is because I watched my opponent go first, and he had the same club, Sniper 10. He used the same ball, and I saw him line up dead center, and his ball rolled to the left-hand side of the pin. I even counted his rings as he took his shot to see how he played it, and he was playing at 30% at max, just like I am. Now, I still missed to the left-hand side too, but it was closer than my opponent. So we need to really offset this shot to the right-hand side. I'm not going to change the elevation. So then on this account, I needed a drop. Like I had to pick up a hole-in-one in order for me to make sure I make it to the next round, or at least to put myself in good position. So I did use a Wind 5 Power 3 ball here, but you can see that I'm still favoring the right-hand side. Now, I'm aiming the exact same spot because I know this Wind 5 ball is going to help me be more center. Perfect ball. And you can see we hit that one dead center for a hole-in-one. So if you're using a Kingmaker like I did, you need to offset this shot right out to the right-hand side of the cup. So I would have my ball guideline not even in the cup anymore, on the right edge of the cup. Or if you use a Wind 5 ball Power 3, that's how you play this hole. Okay, on one account, I played my rock shot where I hit the ball off the rocks and onto the fairway. I'm getting mixed results, feedback about that shot, so I'm not going to show that shot anymore. I'm going to show you a layup option. I did hit the shot with my other account, but I missed the thorn shot. It was so close. But that's okay. I'm going to show you the quarterback option. Here, 10% elevation at max distance of the QB, and we're just laying up. 352 for you that are using sliders, 352. Now, notice here I put play 30% at max. This is the same thing as hole number 1. I had played this one at 40% max. So 40% at max. And you were going to see me barely miss this shot, which has been a very common theme for me in pro. It's getting very frustrating, but there we go. We get to zoom in. We get the, oh, and then you burn the edge of the cup. So if I would have played this shot at 10% less elevation, that ball would have been dead center for an eagle. So my advice is continue to play it at max, even though we're not at max, but 30%, and you're going to be looking good on that hole. Hole number 6. Hole number 6, the game gives us back-to-back tougher wins. So we're going to get crosswind from right to left, which is the opposite of how we want this hole to play. But 10% pull. We're not trying to gamble here with a heavy overpower shot. We are just making sure that we absolutely land on the fairway on our drive. That's most important. For you people who want to play with a berserker, I would recommend that on this hole to make shot number 2 easier. But here is shot number 2 with a free ball, you know, a Kingmaker. I am playing this one at 10% at mid. If you know anything about a Sniper 10, 10% at mid is 1 for 1 with the wind, so 5.4 rings on 5.4 mile per hour wind. Notice my ball guideline here I have going directly at the pin, dead center, mixed with top spin and side spin to the left. Perfect ball. And at this point, I'm like really cursing inside my head. Not going to curse on the channel, but I'm getting extremely frustrated with being so close on drops. So there's another one right at the pin. Just literally just a click more topspin, just a click more topspin, and we're looking at an albatross on that shot right there. All right, I decided not to go with the power slice this time. You know, I didn't eagle it. I went 0 for 2 on the front 9 with the power slice shot with the eagle, so I decided to play it the same way that I did in the qualifying round where I did pick up an eagle with the grizzly. So here I'm going with the katana, 2 back, 2 right, perfect ball, 10% elevation on both shots. So 10% shot 1, 10% shot 2. I'm using my grizzly here. This ball guideline absolutely does not play correct. Notice here, 2.5 bars of backspin, aiming dead center at the hole, leaving the ball guideline just short because of the tailwind push. 10% adjustment here. Perfect ball. And look how far we missed to the right. Like 1.5 green squares to the right. That's a really bad miss. What I would do if I was playing this hole again is I would start with 1.5 bars of left side spin, and I would apply my back spin until my ball guideline was pointing at the exact same position that I tried on this hole. That's what I would try to do to correct this shot. On my other account, I went for the rough bump with the sniper, and I missed that one too, to the right-hand side. So this wind angle may be playing to the right. I do think your safest and best shot to make this drop going this way on the drive is with the grizzly, which is why I'm not showing the sniper rough bump. Okay, that's going to bring us on the hole number 8. I have nothing to show you here. You'd be better off just to throw darts and do this one on your own, because this hole has been giving me problems all tournament. I decided to play down here because of the headwind. I didn't want to mess around with hitting a bad shot into the sand. I don't even know if that's possible, but I didn't want to mess around with it since I was so close to the cut. Here you can see I'm using a Kingmaker. It was just too much power at minimum distance with my quarterback, so I switched it down to a Navigator. I'm playing this one 40% at minimum distance. Great ball to the left, but I still missed way to the right-hand side. So like I said, I have nothing to show you here. No advice for a hole-in-one. I'm just taking this one as a birdie and calling it a day, and then moving on to hole number 9. Hole number 9, I play shot number 1 at 0%, the drive. You can see here, 5 bars of top spin, 3 bars of side spin to the left, and I'm just making sure that my ball guideline is dead center on the fairway. Very easy drive. Don't overcomplicate it. I'm using a baby amount of curl, just a little bit of left curl. We power this ball up the fairway, no problem. Probably got actually too much distance because we don't want to be on the right-hand side of the fairway where we are, because it leaves us with a weird shot to pin. As you can see, I'm going to have to play the shot very, very close to the rough. But this shot is played at 0% from max distance of my club. About 1.5 bars of backspin combined with half a bar of side spin to the right. I'm aiming this one, as you can see, directly at the pin, leaving it just a little bit of short, letting the tailwind do the push for me. 0% at max distance. You're going to see the perfect ball here. Hey, there we go again. Let's just go right over the hole this time. So, what do we need to do to make this one a little bit better? The exact same side spin, and we need to add about 0.2 to 0.3 more bars of backspin. That would have slowed this ball down. That would have been able to hit this for an albatross. So that's the back 9 on Pro. I appreciate everybody's patience. Please become a subscriber if you're not one already. Please hit the thumbs up button and like the video if you feel that I deserve it. And I hope that we see you in the finals.